Uh-huh. And since I've been smashing that ass got I know I'm that nigga when I come around. If your man keeps hurting, I'ma lay him down. Oh,
Are you high right now?
I'm just saying this forever. Cause ain't no nigga gonna play me. I'm just about to hold.
I think I'm addicted to pulling triggers and putting bullets inside that revolver. These niggas be thinking cause I be singing, I be playing till I got to come and lay nigga down.
We about to get into the show, man. It's the Controversial Best of Soup Show. And we here. Best is here. Soups is here. No Christine today. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Come on. Let's get it. Come on, man. It's A Boogie, man. It's summertime outside. It's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. Best you was outside when this came out, man? I don't know.
I was outside.
Was you outside for the A Boogie era? It's summertime. I got a hoodie on, but it's summertime. It's pool season. It's pool season, man. We out here today. It's the Controversial Best of Soup Show, man.
You was the one I said I love you, so I fuck with you. I was hearing rumors, hoping that it wasn't true. You would call my phone thinking it was cool, but you knew everything you told me that you wasn't doing. You do, girl, it was true, girl. Got a couple new girls in my new world. Any different
Actually, C Money not here today. I gotta see Money drop too, man. I gotta see Money drop.
I can pick you up in a two-door. That's a new sport. Come and hop in. All them niggas talking nonsense. They don't want this. Girl, I probably would've gave you anything you wanted. Girl, I probably would put a baby in.
Shout out to my nigga Blizzy, man. R.I.P. Pops.
You don't need know my name, you don't need know my prank, ay. You don't need know my slang, you don't need know my gang. How you wanna be my bitch, you don't need keep me sane, ay. You don't need know my body, you don't need kiss that bang, ay. You don't really love me, girl, you just wanna keep me tame, ay. You don't need know what you want, but you don't never pick my brain, ay.
Man, listen, it's the Controversial Best of Soup Show, man. We here. C Money's not with us today, man. Shout out to controversial, no way beautiful Christine. It's Mother's Day. She has the day off. Christine drop, man. You heard? Big Leo energy. Big Leo energy. We miss you, Christine. It's Mother's Day, so she got the day off. I'm here with the boisterous, always boisterous, slowly mature, need more hoes, and the infamous Best. And it's yours truly, the smoothest, coolest host in the world. Best podcast, radio personality out there, Vince Swoops. And this is the Controversial Best of Soup Show. Gunshot one more time. One more time for them out there. Y'all must not know. Best, we got a lot of shit going on out here today, man.
Man, stuff going on, bro. But before we get into it, I just want to send my condolences to CP the Clipper, a Rasta rapper, feel me, from the northwest area of this Rochester. He's from the same area as Winking, like the Gleechies and shit, if you're not familiar with them. So I send my condolences to CP, who was killed this morning. Shout out to CP, that's my son. CP the Clipper.
That's crazy. And then condolences to him and his peoples, man. That sucked. R.I.P. to my boy Blizzy, to his father, man. His father passed away. R.I.P. to the OG, man. Really great dude. Always been a good person to me. Always showed me a lot of love. So I got nothing but the utmost respect for him, and I know he's going through a lot right now. So shout out to my brother Blizzy, man.
Yes, shout out to Blizzy, man. RP to his pops.
So where we want to start? Where we want to go?
But let's go into your boy, bro. Your
breaking news. John Moran suspended from the NBA. Congratulations, dickhead, you played yourself. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations, dickhead, you played yourself. John Moran.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It got to get to a point where people got to start taking accountability for their own actions. People are on the internet trying to blame, his friend should have been live. One of the NBA put.
People said his friend shouldn't have. I just talk. Shout out to my boy Rod, man. If you're from Rochester, you know Rob, party promoter, always around a lot of popping events. Shout out to Rob. Me and Rod just got off the phone probably about 20 minutes ago talking about the same thing. What have you been hearing, Best? I want to know.
What I've been hearing?
What's the street saying? You know, you got your street
as far as what? Like, what you mean?
About this whole Ja situation.
Opinion?
Mm-hmm.
People feel like his friend should have been on live, but I disagree with all that, bro. It gotta get to a point where you knew. It's not like you hopped in the car and the gun was out and you had it out. The man was probably live for a good 30 seconds. Y'all was rapping Young Boy music.
Bro, he looked into the camera. Yo, my eyes just got mad wide. Boy looked into the camera and they was rapping. His man went to read the comment. Next thing he know, he coming back to just show his face. Nigga, Ja got the hammer in his head. Like, yo, bro.
And you see how quick as soon as he noticed, he tried to put it down.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't blame that, man.
You gotta think for yourself. It gets to a point where you gotta be accountable, bro. What am I doing wrong? You got to spend 8 games. You did the whole ESPN interview with Jalen Rose. We thought you learned your lesson, and you go back doing the same thing, bro. I don't know if you want to be an NBA player or you want to be a rapper, bro.
Man, I don't care what you want to be. You feel me? Like, I don't care what it comes in the NBA, and the same thing with the NFL, any professional sport, right? And my forehead looking real glistening. Any professional thing, right? You have a clause in your contract about imaging. Even when I played college football, when I played in junior college and when I played at Brockport, we had to sign things about what we post on social media or anything that has our likeness on social media. And we were responsible for it.
Right.
So at some point in time, Ja, you can't sit there and just keep blaming everybody else. Motherfucker, you responsible too, nigga.
And I ain't gonna lie, the last two situations you can't blame. It's not like his friends, hey, look at what Ja had the gun. No. The first situation that happened in strip club, I don't remember nobody being around. He went live.
He was by himself.
He went live. You know how, like, Shaq said it, bro. In the moment you gotta slide over to the live, open the live, you know how we 3, 2, 1 for go live. You gotta do all that, and once you say, "Let me put my gun away," and you rapping a song in the car in the driveway, not once to say, "Let me put a gun in the glove department."
The gun wasn't in his hand when he originally looked at the camera. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
you picked this shit. Yo, listen,
put it to his head like this. Rapping brought to his face.
This is my thing, right? I live in the state of Nevada. It's an open carry state. Our producers have seen me. I have a gun on me every day. You would never know if you didn't know that I carried a gun. Mm-hmm. I live in a state where I can carry one legally, so I carry one. It's my preferred choice. Nobody's saying carrying a gun is wrong.
It's wrong.
It's the imagery behind it. You're listening to the kind of music that you're listening to, projecting violence, and that's fine. That's the music. We listen to what we listen to. But then what made you be like, yo, I'm going to just up it for no reason? You had no reason to up your firearm, bro.
And you got to remember, bro, this is the NBA. This is a brand. Don't get
nobody, you're right. I just want to say this one point before you go there. They have a saying in the NFL, and the NBA is kind of a players' league. NFL, not so much. Nobody's bigger than the Shield in the NFL.
I agree.
Nobody.
I agree.
Antonio Brown is still one of the best wide receivers in football. He can't get a job because nobody's bigger than the Shield.
And I agree. And I ain't gonna lie. We're not saying like, oh, not having a gun is wrong. Like you said, if you have a gun for protection, whatever the case you might have it for, you're allowed to.
It's also your right as an American citizen. It's the Second Amendment, and I'm pro 2A if you don't know.
But at the end of the day, bro, you gotta remember, bro, people are watching you. These brands are Caucasian people. They don't understand that you might need protection. There's a lot of players that smoke weed in the NBA. A lot of players that smoke weed in the NBA currently,
it's actually legal to smoke. Like, you won't get suspended for smoking weed in the NBA no more.
Yeah, but like still, the people still. But you're not gonna see no NBA players smoking weed.
You're not gonna see them just chilling on a block smoking. Like when they do their weed drink, they usually link up with a shout out to Al Harrington and all of them over there at Viola. You see them doing events with Viola. They get with other brands to do things. Even with cookies, we seen Gary Payton with the Gary Payton packs. They don't have
but that's after the fact. That's after the fact where you're not so much.
No, absolutely. But it's players that are playing now that are actively smoking.
You know, and I agree.
We see Kevin Durant smoking weed. He didn't get suspended.
Yeah, because you can't show the blunt in his hand.
No, but it's not illegal. It's not illegal in the NBA to smoke anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like the NFL. You can smoke, and it's just that he's not going live constantly smoking. He probably was going his everyday life, smoke the joint, and that's what it is.
It's being illegal right now. Players have been smoking weed before we could even think about like.
Oh yeah, man. What's that? Huh? What's that team? Mike, what's that Warriors team? Was it 2009 that beat the Mavs? AFC that beat the first. That whole team was hot.
Matt Barnes said he used to be high before games and stuff like that.
That's the Warriors team. Talk about Steven Jackson, Baron Davis, Al Harrington, and all of them. They was all high.
Yeah, but they didn't show it.
Whooping Dirk ass. Whoop Dirk ass in the playoffs.
We just have to assume and guess. You feel me? But man, Ja, you just gotta do better, bro. At the end of the day, bro. We can't keep pointing fingers at anybody else but yourself.
I don't think Ja's pointing fingers. The people are doing that for him.
People, like, yeah, it gotta be something like.
And I'll say this, right? I'm not demonizing Ja. I like Ja. I like his game. I think he needs to mature a little bit. I think he can be something in the NBA. I think he's getting there because he missed all NBA because of his antics, and now he lost out. He lost out on like $20 million, $29 million, which would have got him a supermax. Understand them. 2007 Warriors team. All right. He missed out on the supermax because of this, because he missed the all NBA team. Nobody's saying smoking weed is an issue, bro. None of us have an issue with anybody smoking weed. We don't think anything ill of it. We just think that you need to do a better job of making decisions. Because this isn't about you can't carry a gun thing, because it's a bunch of players that carry guns. It's a bunch of owners that have guns. They go on hunting trips and all this. It's about how do you carry yourself and what image do you project? You're projecting an image where they're going to refer to you as a thug. I'm a street dude, like former street dude. To me, I used to be big, thug life, this, that, and third for the streets. But there gets a point where your projected image of how violent you can be or threat that you can be can make you lose money.
Look at AI. AI is a perfect example. AI wasn't even doing nothing crazy. He was just partying and clubbing and having street people around him. Even Melo will tell you the NBA got the feds around him, bro.
Bro, I know some guys that played in the NBA. I know some guys that be around these guys that played in the NBA. And I'm not going to name any players in particular. I'll tell you off air some of these guys that I know. And they was around some real niggas deep in the trenches, but you would never know. Example, Stephon Marbury. Marbury, he's from Coney Island. If you from New York City, Sebastian Telfair is his cousin. If you from New York City, you know how the Marbury family, who was affiliated with them, how they give it up. They was nice as a bitch at basketball. But outside, some of these niggas was active, super active. But they never got bashed, and they never got Steph ever involved in their bullshit. Same thing with Lance Stevenson. Because these are stories that's already known. Lance was around some real monsters. Lance don't get in none of that trouble, though. You know what I mean? Kemba Walker from Soundview. If you're from Soundview, is one of the biggest projects in New York City. Like, and he used to be chilling with some of the Edenwald niggas. Kemba from Uptown. Niggas know Kemba, bro. He knows some of the monsters. I can name college niggas too that I know. But
you look at DeJounte Murray. He got investigated. Like, his people got investigated by the feds the day of the draft, bro. You don't never see him in that predicament. We don't know what he's doing for real.
I ain't even name nobody from Rochester, and they be around some people too. But I'm not gonna say nobody.
Yeah, because Rochester's limited. It's easy.
Yeah, but it's not that it's limited. These niggas come from these environments, bro. Mm-hmm. Like New York City, it's only a couple nice areas in New York City. The rest of it is the hood. Keeping it 100. Like, it's a bunch of niggas from Chicago that played in the NBA. Derrick Rose, nigga, all the GDs and niggas love that nigga Derrick Rose. You see Derrick Rose on.
Derrick Rose is GD.
But do you see Derrick Rose doing that shit how he carry? Come on, bro.
You see probably D Rose make a mistake doing this in that one pitch that went viral, but that's the only mistake he's probably. AD was what keep from ball out on them, like from GB before he got drafted.
But that's what I'm saying, because they were on the same age. AD only was 2011 graduating class. I'm 2012. Chief Keef him like 2013, 2014.
Nah, Chief Keef 2011 too, 2012.
Nah, I'm older than Chief Keef.
Chief Keef like 26.
That's something. So he can't be class of 2011 then, nigga, for high school.
No, I'm saying he came in 2011. He came in 2012.
He came. I'm talking about high school classes. Nigga.
Oh, okay.
Because me, Dirk, and Reese around the same age, and Anthony Davis and them. So it's just you got to make better discernment, man. That's all. We're not saying you can't have your hammer on you. I got my hammer on me. It's legal. Ain't not like you in Memphis. Memphis is an open carry situation too. Have your shit, but just how you project yourself will dictate what you have access to. And the NBA want to make Ja the face of the league, bro. They took Kyrie's sneaker and gave it to you, nigga.
He gonna lose that, bro.
Because that Ja Morant one bullshit look just like the Kyrie's. They just changed the logo. Don't fuck yourself up, man, because you wanna prove to everybody that you tough. If you tough, nigga. So what? That's like, come on, man. Tough niggas go their whole life trying to get an opportunity that you have, and you willing to squander it because you want to prove to people and comments that you could never please that you a gangster. Come on now, nigga.
I've been a gangster, but that shit is not it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's move on though.
I'm not even
Also, Christine said, Ja, you making Leos look bad. Leos be looking bad for a lot of other reasons. Not saying all y'all, but Ja, she said y'all making them look bad.
I'm not even a gangster, you feel me? But you know, you're affiliated with certain shit. I'm not affiliated, but you know, certain people you be around that be affiliated with certain shit, bro. That shit is not cool. We losing people, bro. Like, this is we trying to get rich so you can change people's lives. Don't get rich and go invest into that.
Let's go. Keeping it. Let's go into Q. Q from QC, man. Talking about people trying to change lives. So Q put out a statement talking about how he did what he had to do. Somebody killed his brother. He went after him, shot at the dude, whatever the case may be. They asked him for a description. He gave one, but people were trying to call him a rat.
Mm-hmm.
To me, when you at the level that Q is at,
you're not supposed to speak on stuff like that.
It ain't even speak on stuff like that, right? He did what he felt he needed to do. Feel me? Listen, I'm gonna give y'all the opportunity to do y'all job, and I'm gonna still do mine. So people want him to crash out and be a dummy. This man worth what, $300 million?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they so cute. Yeah, 300 million.
He got 300 million plus $300 million plus dollars, and y'all say he's a rat because he tried to take out the person that killed his brother, and he gave a description to police because his brother got killed. Again, if you that active and deep in the trenches, makes sense. When you hit different levels of plateaus, some of the things that you learned growing up, you unlearn and you have to operate differently. Mm-hmm. Q can't go out there himself and go kill somebody when he worth $300 million, and what he does change people's families' lives. And people, I'm not trying to move no goalposts. The street code is the street code, but at the same time, a lot of the street code don't make no sense. We have to honor that as well, because he didn't participate in a crime with someone and then flipped on them. Someone enacted violence against his people, and he did what he needed to do. And then the police came up because he shot at somebody too. Somebody was murdered, so police came. He also shot at somebody, and the police came to do their job. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how you feel best. I'm not calling him a rat.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even got too much of an opinion on it, because do we know Q for being Q from PC for being like a street nigga, or which is associated?
At some point in time he was, but then he became an executive in music. And then if you watch the last 2 episodes of Power, that was leaked out. What did Tommy say to Tariq? You can't do both.
Right.
Either he was going to be a street nigga all the way, or he was going to dive in and be a full-time executive. Right. He chose to be an executive. If you like, that's the part that's gonna throw people off, because people are not willing to accept growth. You feel me? You got certain rappers, they come from the streets and they grown, but they still follow certain codes. You agree? It all depends on you. All depends on how him and his people feel. Because was he doing shit to people? All right. So let's say this, right? The people can feel what the fuck they want to feel. It's not changing the fact this nigga worth $300 million. It ain't changing the fact that he changed lives. It ain't changing the fact that he put out mad hit records behind Migos, Lil Baby, Lil Yachty, and all these motherfuckers. It ain't changing shit. So all you do is got an opinion about somebody, and everybody, it's like an asshole. Everybody got one. So what are you talking about? That's what it comes to at this point. What are you talking about? I'm saying you specifically, Bess.
Yeah. People. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I seen it, but it's like also like I don't care. Cause it's like
I don't care either. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, niggas gonna fuck with him regardless or not. He changed people's lives. So.
Same shit with something going on with Rollo. People saying Rollo's a rat too. But
it looked like Rollo told him himself.
Rollo he gave a statement on himself. Now, the thing that makes it tricky when you give a statement or you plea out to something in court is now how does it affect? Does he has co-defendants? How does it affect them? Those are the things that people be like they call you a rat. But that whoever was in
But
Rollo's
he's the
camp,
leader of the crew, so everything's gonna come back on him.
whoever was a part of Rollo's camp that put that joint out, you were clout chasing, you were weirdo. Why would you do that? Because the nigga making sure you eat and you do a lot of things, and he took the hit for himself to take a lesser charge. We just seen Tory Lanez go fight some dumb shit. Feel me? When he could have copped out to a lesser charge, now he getting hit with the maximum. Nigga just denied his retrial.
But how much is Tory Lanez first? What was the first offer they threw at him?
It was some light shit where he would have got a couple years, maybe like 2 to 5. Nothing crazy. And a lot of that would have been on parole. That's it. Now he's looking at a maximum.
But you know what is this industry all about right now? Clout, bro. People doing everything for clout.
It's about, but from the wrong people, because people were saying this. A lot of these niggas that be forcing the street code, this and that and the third. Don't buy tickets. Don't buy merch. Don't buy albums. They don't buy shit. But they try to tell you how to be of the culture, and these niggas never been in these situations. I've been in many situations with niggas, and they can vouch for I ain't see a fucking thing. But also, niggas understood when I wanted to change my life to do certain things, they would not allow me to be around certain shit.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, yo, bro, like, you want some old different shit, bro. You don't need to be around this right now. And that's people that love you. People that love you do shit like that. People that don't love you, they do dumb shit where, like, if Ja friend didn't love him, the nigga that y'all want to blame right now, he would have kept the live going. Y'all don't take it to account that he turned the live off. Ja didn't tell him to turn the live off. Ja decided to pull out a gun and show it off.
You're not lying.
But y'all want to blame the nigga with the camera instead of blaming another grown man for his own actions that he repeatedly does. Going all the way back to when he tried to beat a nigga up at Champs or Foot Locker because the nigga gave his mom the wrong shoe. His mom called the nigga up there. Ma'am, your son gets shoes from Nike for free. Yo, let me call a Nike rep so we can get our shoe. We get you what you want, mom. That's how that's avoided. Fuck you going to go buy some sneakers for?
You gotta stop moving on her time and timing when you dealing with executives.
Like, come on, bro. Because you going to come across the wrong nigga and somebody going to shoot you, nigga. I know some niggas that don't give a fuck about that NBA shit, bro. They don't. There's a lot of tough niggas in the ground right now. Super tough niggas. R.I.P. Wolf from Harlem. Niggas know. Super tough niggas. So, niggas got to make better decisions, bro. That's all I'm saying. We got Rollo. We got Ja, goofy ass. And Ja, I'm tough, nigga. So if any of your niggas on that, I'm on that, bro. Like, I'm not trying to put that out there, but I know some of your fans will come out there. Y'all not running up on me. You not whooping my ass. I'm not no little ass boy. This is just some takes that I'm giving and trying to drop some gems in between. So let's have some fun. Yo, what's good with niggas selling double cup, Chief Keef's double cups, man? You want to give us the breakdown, best?
Bro, the last time I checked, he threw a double cup in the garbage can. Regular shit. I ain't think nothing of it. You feel me? I seen the video, didn't think nothing of it. Turns out that same double cup that Cheeky threw out is getting bidded for $15,000. Last time I checked.
Oh, you ain't see the whole video, did you? Or initially,
what happened?
In the video with when he threw the cups out?
He threw it in the trash can. The fan went to go grab it, right?
Yeah, boy jumped in the dumpster to grab it.
Oh, I didn't see he doing the dumpster. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just seen Cheeky and he had the video.
Bro, the nigga watched Chief Keef car. He was on some creep shit. He said, "Oh, that's Chief Keef." You see Chief Keef throw 2 cups, or whoever was in the car, throw 2 cups in there. Boom. Nigga drive off. Nigga wait for the nigga to drive off. Pull up right next to the dumpster, jumps in. That's the most cleanest dumpster I've ever seen, man. Mike, I might got to send you the video, too. This is the cleanest dumpster I've ever seen in my life because there wasn't a rat in there. There wasn't no trash bags in there. There wasn't no...
It's probably L.A., too. It probably be...
L.A. not clean, nigga. L.A. is not clean. Like, you ain't heard of Skid Row? That's in L.A. Shout out to L.A. though. But yeah, so the dude jumped into the dumpster and he goes and grabs the shit out the dumpster. and then he sells it, and it's going for $15K on eBay. That's crazy.
That's a come up.
That is people being. That's celebrity worship, and that's sick.
That's a come up. I just seen somebody sell Bill Russell's rookie card for $660,000 just recently, like I think last week.
People are sick.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Next celebrity that comes to Rochester, bro, if he leaves the cup, I'm gonna see how much I can get out of it now, bro. Cause I ain't playing. If niggas come up 15,000, that ain't shit. Matter of fact, let me go find out where Little Meech cup is at. I'm playing.
Nah, nobody buying that shit. Yo, what's Shorty name too? Cause I guess she got a podcast on the Academics channel, and she's talking crazy.
Cena Power.
She talked about
But she been famous. She been famous for being. She had
no, I know she was, but she was talking about sucking off Meech with her friend, and then she was also talking about.
But you don't remember the episode where she talked about her and her friends to like 10 Sun players off, like 2 years ago.
I never watched her shit, so I don't know.
She went viral for talking about how like she fucked like 10 Suns players one time.
She was underage or some shit like the time, right? Some wild shit.
I don't know if she's underage. I ain't gonna lie, but she done got stories on how she fucked Chief Keef, Offset.
She talked about I think I'm developing allergies. That's not coke. So I'm touching my nose. That's not what this is. I think I'm developing allergies. I promise you, I don't do anything. So she did talk about fucking what's his name, Summer Walker baby dad before she was with him too. So
that's literally what she do. She literally fucks mad niggas in the industry. Well, her pussy or head gotta be good because everybody got it from her.
Nah, she said on the video that she was sucking Meech off for 2 hours, her and her friend. So it must not be that good.
I mean, maybe for me, but for the other niggas, she keep having her come back around, little baby, Offset, all types of shit. Like the whole industry then went through her. But Trey Songz, Chris Brown. She got a 2-hour interview on No Jumper, just talk about everybody she messed with, all the Suns players. Like the Suns players knew who she was, and they all like got their turn. That's how she gets money. She gets money to keep hush. And niggas still go mess with her. Time and time after again.
It's a shame.
And that's how she makes her living. By being academics fucked.
You guys gotta drop a bomb on that. You gotta drop a bomb on that because she out here sucking everybody. And y'all all know that. Y'all nasty asses still fucking her.
Academics did it. 6ix9ine did it. She got mad ties to mad celebrities, bro.
Yeah, about to be burning like
you know that's how the industry go, bro. These niggas, if one person mess with it, the whole industry be trying to get it.
Yeah, it's weird. Industry is weird, and that's why y'all all be. Oh damn, I didn't do it. That's why they all be burning. Hold on. All right, what we got? What else we got going on? Chief Keef, Celine.
Let's talk about Pop and Leak.
Hold on, no, let's talk about this. Lil Durk and J. Cole.
Mm-hmm. That shit was doo.
So shout out to my nigga Lennon, man. Shout out to my nigga Lennon Empire, man. Oval Office, big Oval Office.
I'm gonna
hit your man Viper, man.
Right now,
he could call him. We could talk to him in a minute after we do the Power League. We was talking. He was saying that Durk and J. Cole joined his ass, and that J. Cole need to stay out of young niggas' business, but Durk is there.
I agree. The whole industry do. Like, bro, it's like
Durk. Hold on, though. Durk not young.
He not, but you know what he mean from his content, like Lil Durk is on some young.
You know, Durk and J. Cole damn near is close in age. They closer in age than Durk and Young Boy.
But I forget the age, maturity wise. The type of time that J. Cole's on compared to what Durk is on is not the same type of time.
Listen, bro. Man.
Lil Durk is still in the streets a little bit.
I wouldn't say that because we not with him. But I'll say this, right? Lil Durk, it did not sound like he knew how to rap positive. It sounded like he didn't believe the positive shit he was saying when he was rapping. It wasn't the same conviction as when he said, "Pooh, you really shiesty, huh?" And then he said, "Pooh, my nigga's really shiesty," whatever that bar is. Mm-hmm. But Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty. That shit. When he said that with conviction. When he said he don't do drugs and all that stuff, he didn't sound. I was not convinced. Durk, I was not convinced whatsoever. Not at all.
Now I agree. I see something like Lennon said. Lennon said something like, "What did he say again? I'm trying to remember." He said that what is J. Cole doing not working with YoungBoy because he's cool with Dirk, bro? Like, what type of time?
That was Drake. That was Drake. He said Drake.
No, J. Cole too. J. Cole too. If you listen to YoungBoy's song, he said he took J. Cole. Drake too. There was a couple niggas. A couple niggas don't want to walk with YoungBoy because they're cool with Dirk. And Lennon was like, bro, y'all corny as a bitch. Y'all supposed to be on some like executive type of timing. Y'all enter young street beef. That don't got nothing to do with you. What Drake gonna do? What Lil Durk gonna do? Stop fucking with you, Drake? Dirk needs you. Fuck.
I don't know.
Dirk needs Drake more than Drake needs him.
We also don't know Dirk and Drake's relationship. We took it from the outside. London can say what the fuck he want, but London, you don't know shit either. And you got other shit to worry about because you what's her name said that she was talking about your Smeet, bro. Pause. She said you might want to deal with her.
Who?
The Celine joint. She was out there talking about Son's his man parts and where he is lacking at in the bedroom. So he need to worry about women like that and Summer Walker dissing you every album.
Yeah, but and I just don't feel like niggas should enter that beef, bro. That's some street shit.
I don't think that they're entering it. I think that,
or even pick a side in it.
But basically. Also, YoungBoy be in the crib. What Soulja Boy said? You been in the house for a year. You ain't been outside. Dirk is outside, like rubbing shoulders with niggas, and niggas is having moments and building with Dirk. And niggas know I'm not no Dirk stan or I'm a kick nigga for Dirk. He's maneuvering around the industry. YoungBoy has this fuck all you niggas. I don't need y'all. I just want to do songs with everybody mentality. And that shit don't work. That's a childish mindset to have. The industry is built on relationships. Nigga even said fuck academics. And Ack been a nigga caping for him for a minute. So we can't do that, bro. I'm not giving London that pass. I'm not giving YoungBoy that pass. You have to learn how to do business.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy to see all this shit. YoungBoy just on some fun industry shit. He just little Yachty because I guess he tried to run down JT. And Yachty tried to DM him, thinking like, "Yo, what you doing?"
Yo, you could do.
I think everybody did shit for marketing.
He want to do all that fuck the industry shit till you need the industry. Then you get mad, act like a child.
Quick question: What's the calling number? He said you never send him the code.
You can send him the link if you want to, so you can join the Zoom. I know y'all been seeing Gloucester stories.
Well, we're gonna get to it when he get in the call.
And directed by Viper will be on the show today. Directed by Viper. And we're gonna get into some shit. We're gonna get into some shit, man. We're gonna ask him some questions about this Gloucester story shit. And we're gonna ask him some questions about, is he police? And we're gonna ask him some questions on, what does he gain from all of this? Because if it's some bullshit, best knows I'm a car puller. For sure. Power though. We gotta say it one more time. Hold on, my bad. Power, man. The last 2 episodes might be the best 2 episodes of this whole book 2 Ghost shit. These might be the best episodes of the whole shit, of the whole series.
Bro, I don't think Ghost is dead, bro.
I'm not going in there. Let's.
This why I'm gonna say this. This why I'm gonna say this, right? Who's gonna back up Tariq after everything just happened, bro? He just lost Effie. He don't got her no more.
Effie, it was hurt. She hurt. That's all. Yeah. But Effie couldn't be trusted since Choke. So
Lauren not helping him out no more. He don't got that.
No Lauren.
No she out this shit. She don't got
no Lauren. No Effie. No Effie. Oh my god.
What's the other girl name?
The snake. Diana. Diana's a snake.
Diana's a snake. She tried to kill her own mom. So he lost to that connection to family. All he got right now is Braden.
And Braden, the realest nigga on the show. Actually, let's give Braden a round of applause. Braden, the realest nigga on the show, man.
To be told, bro, I think that Nigerian dude that wanted the green card, I forgot bro name.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the Africans. When you in New York, you gotta keep you African. Shout out to the Africans, man.
I feel like he gonna be on. Now that he don't need that lady no more for the green cards, he gonna be on what's called side.
Giving them the information. And Effie is cold. I knew she was gonna do. Effie is like, she's like a roach. Not saying that she is a roach. Like, she's just hard to kill. Like, when the bombs drop and everything, and the smoke clears, you know who's still around? Effie. Some way, somehow. And Tariq kept saving her ass. And this is what happens when you save her. Don't
That's
save
the
her.
thing.
She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved.
King.
She didn't
It's
even
gonna be
really
mad.
messing with Kane. She was still trying to fuck with Tariq.
Yeah, but now like
Yo,
she
Kane,
ain't
I was rocking
gonna-
with you too, Kane, but you a sucker. Kane a sucker. Kane a sucker.
Okay, all that tuition, that bitch don't even love you. Say,
She don't even love you.
About one time. You gonna tell him one time.
Nah, they did it a couple times, but then
Nah, she said it one time. Remember when he came to jail as a lawyer? He just as a lawyer. He said, "What you decided? We only fucked one time."
yeah, Kane, you a sucker.
Huh?
You a sucker. You was hating on Tariq, and you thought you was gonna get the one up on him. I don't even like Tariq like that. You feel me? But Kane, you was doing some hating shit, bro. And listen, when you lead with your wallet, sometimes you don't always get the results that you want. I'm not saying don't do nice things for ladies. It's Mother's Day. Do something for the ladies. But if all she does is take, and don't give, and you pay, that was some $60,000 pussy, and she hit you with that, she dropped the bomb on you, bro, because that shit had to hurt like a motherfucker, man.
No doubt.
But yeah.
Not lying about that.
But the best part of it was that they brought some of the OGs back. I'm really
what's it called? What's his name?
2-Bit. Stole my nigga Tariq Carr. Spoilers alert too. Spoilers alert if you don't know. 2-Bit.
Yo, with that episode that we watched the last episode,
yes. It's only 10 episodes a season.
So damn, we gotta wait till next season, bro.
Yep. Because the Kanan series is about to start back up.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me kind of mad now, bro.
So what I'm gonna say is this, right? 2-Bit came back. 2-Bit came back. Tommy came back. Tasha came back. And if you didn't know, Tommy and Tasha pieced it up. Feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Family.
For now, you gotta say for now. To Tariq do some bullshit.
No. But because you know, if you watch the episode, you know the reason that Tariq didn't shoot at Monet.
No, I'm saying Tariq gonna do some bullshit. It's gonna make people put niggas back in the hot.
No, he's not doing. Him and Tommy got to understand it, bro. Bro, they not beefing. Tasha, my nigga, did you not watch the episode?
No, I watched. I said for now, but
it's nothing that's gonna happen because Tariq's only problem was he was scared that Tommy was gonna kill Tasha. Tasha and Tommy had their conversation. Tasha said, "Yo, Tommy says my family good with you? You're not gonna come after them?" Tasha said, "No." Tasha says, "My family good. Are you gonna stop coming after us?" Tommy said, "No. We tired of losing family." Remember, the thing that kept everything together, whether people knew it or not, was Ghost.
That ass.
And once Ghost was gone, it was over.
It was over. Especially with Tariq killing Ghost.
Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. But what I'm really interested to see is Angela Valdez she's dead, but she's not dead because her nephew works for the feds. Yo, Cooper Saxe is that motherfucker, man. Even in death, that nigga is a woo. The nigga dropping bombs on shit, man. Even in death, Saxe might be the most illest character ever.
Do you remember what was recording that drive?
It might be when Tariq said he killed his father.
That's what somebody said.
No, remember Saxe recorded him saying this. He was in the cut at the gravesite.
That's a fact.
It might be a lot of information on it that they got illegally, or it might be a bunch of whatchamacallit files. The Method Man, the lawyer.
With the fingerprints and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about TK Kirkland saying Jay-Z sabotaged his own artist because he didn't want them to be bigger than him.
Woo! I don't got no. Oh, TK Kirkland. I don't got nothing to say about that. Listen, nigga. I want to go to the Rock Nation brunch, nigga. Is that Christine? Oh, it's Viper. I want to go to the Rock Nation brunch, nigga. I ain't say nothing about Hov. Oh shit!
But before you get to Viper, bro, you hear that all the time, bro. Artists never want their artists to be bigger than them. They always want to be bigger.
we not talking about nothing about Rock. Listen, Rock Nation. We don't. That was TK Kirkland, me, Bess, Christine. Don't got nothing to do with none of that shit. We want to come to the Rock Nation brunch, and we still looking for management. So if y'all want to manage us as talents, we are willing to come over there if the numbers make sense. I'm done with that. Yo, we got a guest. Woo! We got a guest.
Going on,
Big
bro?
Viper. Big Viper in the building, man. Directed by a Viper, man. We need to know what's going on because he been doing the Gloucester stories. He been breaking down a bunch of other stuff. And it's been going all over the place. I'm all the way in Vegas and I'm getting calls of, yo, who the fuck is Viper, man? How he
But
getting all
nah,
this
bro,
shit?
no bullshit. I was just in the hood the other day. Niggas talk about Viper, bro. People watching your shit right now. No bullshit. People are tuned into you. Like,
Listen, man.
bro,
That's
I think when I
crazy.
first discovered him,
They
bro,
called them
like,
the academics of upstate New York. You
yo,
feel
Viper,
me?
when you first started, when you did that little Purple story, how many subscribers did you have?
I want to say, well, first of all, is my mic good?
Your mic is
Yeah,
great.
we
We
can
can hear you.
All right, so I want to say I had like 250 subscribers at the time.
Woo.
And now you got like 6 something, right?
Yeah, it's going up pretty fast.
Bro,
Ooh.
I know where her shit was going up, bro. Because you dropped that F95, see that video yesterday, right? And I
Yeah.
clicked on it. And I'm looking at it, it said 25 people watching. I said 25 people, you know how you premiere a video?
Mhm.
Yeah,
25 people, like, that's how you know people are watching, bro. They're not sharing or nothing. Like, people is talking about it right now, bro. First, I go like, why don't you want to show your face? Like, what's going on with that?
so basically, my favorite YouTuber, you probably guessed, DJ Academics.
Shout out to
Back
my
in the
nigga
day.
Act, Big Act.
For real. Back in the day, people weren't really enthralled in his content because they wanted to stare at his little face in the corner of the video. It was what he was saying and the content that people came for. So for me, I mean, even Swayze as a more recent example, people don't come to his videos to see his face. And also, I would just want to remain anonymous because I don't know.
Would you say it's for safety reasons as well? Like, cause you know how Rochester give it up when we've seen, like, not to put scaring in you, because I've talked to some people and some of them I know that they saying they don't know how you got this information, and then I know some of them are saying that, but they're also providing you this information of events that are happening because everybody likes clout. Do you feel like you want to
Exactly.
avoid some kind of Zach TV situation, or you just protect your own family and just yourself because of the stuff that you're sharing, or just you prefer to be anonymous just in general?
It's also safety too. I won't sit here and lie. Everybody keeps saying like you should be the next Zach TV, and then I ask, where's Zach TV right now?
Yeah.
And he's dead. And then I asked, where's DJ Academics? DJ Academics is 30 million up, but he didn't show his face until he hit 500,000. So I would rather be Swayze, Academics, Blackie Speaks, and just you tune in for the voice, really.
So my next question is, how'd you even get into, like, because you're not from here, if I'm correct, right?
No, I'm
You're
from
not from-
Geneva.
So how'd you even get into, like, the fact that you started hearing about Rochester stories? Like, what was the first story that went crazy, and how did it go from there?
Well, first of all, people who aren't from Rochester, we look at Rochester like it's pretty much Chirac. Like you go
Wow.
there, grenades are popping off, people are getting shot for no reason. Like every second, every day is just war. So we're already infatuated with Rochester.
Mhm.
And then, sorry, I keep coughing. I just had some hot ramen noodles. But yeah, then I started listening to the drill music.
Mhm.
And then I found out that this shit is actually real. Like these are things that are actually happening. And then I started finding out who exactly these guys are smoking on, who exactly they shot, and et cetera, et cetera. So I started pretty much putting puzzle pieces together and making those Gloucester Stories videos.
That's fine. That's fine. And what was the first video you took off, or like you started seeing like people were like actually paying attention to your videos?
Definitely that TGS and F95 video.
Mhm.
When Esco shared it, he kind of gave me the cheat code, like the down, down, left, right, to really push me into the Rochester world. So I definitely appreciate that. And you as well.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When we first came across it, we was like, "What the fuck?" And then Esco called me,
So-
bro. He was like, "You want to say something, Swoops?"
No, so I'll let you finish that because one of the most popular ones is, I know it's a lot of controversy behind that, but I will get into that in a second.
Like when Esco first called me, right? He talk about why he got you in this video. So boom, I'm on a phone with this girl. I'm like, huh? I'm like at a video. So I'm like, let me call you back. I call the girl back. I'm watching. I'm like, bro, why this nigga got all this information? Like, where you get this shit from? But then I ain't gonna lie, we shared it on Facebook. So it was like, what the fuck is going on? And that shit went up ever since.
For real. It keeps climbing every day.
Yeah. So one of your most popular ones that's going on everybody knows I have no problem with Pap. I'm cool with Pap too because when I was doing my Woe Wednesdays way back when, I put out some of Pap's music when he was going by Fleet, and everybody knows 10 is my guy. So the Pap RX Poppy and the who that 10 Lazo video is it's probably your most popular video.
Yeah.
What has the feedback been like for you personally? What have you heard outside or have been hitting up regarding that situation? Because those two, I know it's a lot going on with those two, and it's a long history between them. And
Yeah.
I see that you've posted 10, so I don't know if you have a relationship with any of those guys, anything like that.
No, I don't really have a relationship with anybody. Somebody told me that RX Poppy's like a huge artist, so I'm like, and he's from Rochester, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. So I started asking people about him, and immediately they're like, "Yo, this dude's a snitch. You got to expose him." So I started asking around, and his biggest beef that he has, I saw clips of him where he's trolling Ice Spice, and then Who Dat 10 is trolling him. So I know like these dudes had to have some shit going on between them. Somebody ended up telling me this whole long ass story about him, and then I made that video. Like you can see his jail card in the video, his paperwork, his beef with RX nephew. You can see everything but the clip of him crying in the car, pretty much. So
yeah, I seen the video.
So now I got a question. Go ahead. You guys want to say something?
Yeah, I seen the video. And my thing is, so I'm media now. I'm no longer active in street shit. I don't do any street things. But coming from used to being on that side, how do you feel when people refer to you or look at you as a Fed, as police or things of that nature? Because you say you academics is someone that you look up to in this space, and we know academics faced a lot of that doing the war in Chirac. But also, as I got into the media side and doing my research, I do understand artists and people around them put up a lot of information on things that's going on. So what is your process kind of like? You don't got to get into too much in detail in creating these videos and gathering this information.
well, first, when people call me Feds and a cop, I just laugh now because 4 people have called me Feds and a cop on Facebook. They still don't have me blocked yet. So why would you want the Feds to be following you on Facebook, looking at your stories and seeing what you got going on? So I just throw that out the window, even though I had to eat their CDOTs bitch ass in the last video. But when I'm making these videos, I just ask the streets. Like I got a bunch of fan pages hitting me up and they tell me everything. Like TGS, I didn't even know how hot TGS was. They got like 10 fan pages hitting me up, sending me news articles and content and stuff about TGS. So I'm like, well, I don't even have to reach out to people. They reach out to me. They reached out to me about Dooney. They reached out to me about a ton of shit that I gotta do.
Okay. So my question is now, like, is there anything you won't touch as far as content wise? Like, because I ain't gonna lie, with doing this in such an academic space, a lot was people are dying for one. People are dying behind these vids for one. 2, people are gonna do shit to end up on your channel. Like people are gonna do anything to get clout. Mm-hmm. Are you worried about certain shit like that?
I don't think his videos got anybody killed, to be honest.
We could agree and disagree, but people are going like the way, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Right now, you're the #1 media outlet in Rochester. No funny shit, because everybody's tuning to your channel, whether you know it or not, bro. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to be. I know people are submitting information to you. I know, but everybody wants to be talked about as a demon or a shooter to boost their rap career.
And this is coming from Bess, when I did this content, my content in Rochester, I never did this kind of content. It was always more of the interview thing. But Bess would have some kind of content like this, and he used to be #1 in that way before we started kind of nationalizing our stuff. But you being that, and you know, Rochester is also one of the top 5, top 10 the most dangerous cities in the country, and what comes with that. Do you feel like you're doing a disservice to the city or not? Because honestly, these things are going to happen anyway. The beefs that are there, they were there before you started doing this. These issues occurred. Some of these deaths that's happened, a lot of the following deaths are just
Clubhouse played a part.
Clubhouse played a big part. People are still getting back. It's a lot of things going on. I seen you did something on LaFleur as well, and we know what happened with the 500 Club and them. And I don't like to get involved with that because I never got to talk to LaFleur like I wanted to. but his brother Lennon Empire that's one of my closest friends. That's my guy. Like everybody knows Lennon is my guy. So I don't say too much on that, and I'm cool with the 500 side as well. But I know that it's a lot of things that go on from just that situation that have all of these new generation of things happening as well. But like, do you feel that you're I don't say you're responsible because I'm familiar with the history, but do you feel any kind of responsibility to what's going on right now?
But before you say that, I don't think he's responsible for anything because it's not like this show's already happened way before him. He only
and you don't live here. Your page started in like February, right? February, January this year.
Yeah,
he only been here for like a
February.
month.
Yeah,
Everything
February.
happened is past that already happened. You feel me? And niggas too, people are getting him information.
Absolutely.
So my thing is, I feel like I'm gonna keep doing these stories. Rochester's gonna blow up. Right now, it seems like the vast majority of people like me. I know as soon as I hit that kind of like super huge spot, everybody's gonna turn on me and act like I destroyed Rochester when I just reported on what is already happening. I mean, you'd think that these guys paying, all this money to these videographers, they'd want the clout, but
they do want the clout. Don't let them fool you. It sound good. They want the clout.
You know what the problem and what the problem is. So this is the problem, right? Because I won't blame the videographers. I won't blame the producers. I won't blame anybody. What you're doing is not necessarily a problem. It's actually highlighting them because these guys don't have marketing budgets. They don't have the resources to pay for anything. And even if they had it, they don't really want to pay anybody because a lot of artists feel like because they're the talent, everybody has to kiss their ass. And it's kind of why I ventured away from doing that because although I support the music, I can't. You, Viper, myself, Best, we can't break music. We don't do that. All we do is provide media coverage of what's actually going on. And if the people don't like you, we can't make the people like you.
Exactly.
So, but you will get like you haven't been showing your face yet, which is a good thing. And whenever you do decide to show your face, it's going to be a lot because I know Best is going through it still sometimes. I've been through it.
Jeffrey's going through it.
Jeffrey, I see
as far as what though?
Just people wanting to be around you, receiving death threats, people feel like that you owe them things because you covered them, and they feel like their contribution to whatever you're doing or just you covering your coverage of what they've done is their contribution to your success. So it's going to be a lot that comes with that. But go ahead.
I was gonna say for the most part, like I had a North Side video that I made, and a bunch of people from the North Side are like, all right, now that you did those people, you got to do these people. So I think it's mainly just like a suggestion. They don't really feel like you got to talk about this person since you got us to talk about that one.
They also haven't seen your face yet. So it's a little different than like Best still goes to parties out there when I used to live in Rochester. And if people see me out, it's, yo, Swoops, when I'm going to get an interview. Yo, dog, nobody playing your music outside. Why would I be sitting down talking to you?
Yeah.
And they feel some kind of way. Or just they feel like now some people feel like that violence may increase because if I do become a crash out, I'm going to get a Gloucester story.
They probably will, but I mean.
But it won't be to their benefit. It'll be something for your channel, but it won't be to their benefit. But that's how some of them view because they love clout more than they actually love making money and doing business.
Well, we had to like punish people for not having common sense, though. I mean, if you want to, people have already asked to pay me for videos, and I'm like, I only have 600 subscribers now. I mean, people just don't really think. I don't know. I think if they were going to crash out or do some dumb shit, they were already going to do it anyway. So I'll just highlight it if you want me to. But if you play this, right, let me say this coming from Viper himself. Do not do some dumb shit to end up on my channel. You'll probably make it anyway. I got a video about the whole entire city on the way. North side, east side, south side, west side. I'll figure something out to talk about Center City too.
So boom, are you ever going to do like, I know it's a lot of negative stories, don't get me wrong, but are you going to do some positive stories, like some like uplifting artists or some just like positive, like if somebody, like just say somebody did a book bag giveaway, would you do a story about that?
A book bag giveaway. I'm not sure.
Using it as an example, like that's all I could think of.
Just something something that would show highlighting the Rochester in a better light, where it doesn't just seem like the minute that I step off this plane or this Greyhound or this Amtrak, I'm gonna get shot in my face. Because there is some beautiful things to Rochester too.
Well, people haven't really showed me anything that's kind of positive that's happening. They just talk shit about the city, talk about the holes on the north side, talk about the gang wars, and
That's a fact. But I'm just saying, if somebody
Yeah,
wanted to come with you, like,
no, for sure, and I get that. But there are things that you could highlight. Like, I mean, there are artists that are doing their things. I know you said you was going to do something on Major League Polo eventually, but also not just what's going on in the streets, but some of the success that they may be having. You got artists like Hendo, who's has hit 100K streams already within a year. Shout out to Hendo. So it's just things seen, not just the street issues, but also how it reflects in the music and how the success they may be having musically.
yeah, actually, I got a KJ Cartel video probably dropping today. That's just gonna be about him, his upbringing, his music, his life. It's not gonna be like anything negative in that video. I'm gonna put a lot of work into that video because I've liked him for a long time. I don't just only listen to drill music, but it just so happens that the violence gets the most attention. So it's kind of like, you know,
Yeah. Also, I see you got. I got one question though. Where the fuck did you find these Lockport niggas at? Because I've been to Lockport. I never felt like my life was in danger in Lockport. I seen a lot. I'm like, what? I'm like, niggas be beating niggas up in Lockport and running down and doing. I've never experienced. Like, I got my driver's license in Lockport. I was driving for many years without a license. But when I decided, because I was going to Brockport at the time, I had to take my test in Lockport. I did not feel in danger not one time out there. So I have not.
well, the thing with that, like a small city, like I got people from Lockport hit me up, like a ton of people from Lockport hit me up. I got a ton of people from Niagara Falls.
Niagara
so on
Falls
and
is
so forth.
active. Niagara Falls is active. I've been there. I've been to Lockport, but Niagara Falls is definitely active.
Yeah, but like they all hit me at once and they're like, yo, talk about M Block, talk about, you know, these dudes that are really out here and active. So I looked into it and I'm like, holy shit, because they sent me the news article. So I'm like, this is actually real stuff. So I think anywhere too, you got street stuff going on to talk about.
Are you going to stick to Rochester? Are you going to go to Syracuse with it? Are you going to go to Buffalo with it? Because it's all upstate in the day. Like, I'll help your channel.
Yeah, I want to do all the upstate. Like I got Syracuse content, Niagara Falls. I mean, places nobody's even heard of. I want to hit.
Oh, you go ahead like Ithaca and shit like that, and Weedsport.
Yeah, Cornell maybe.
Cornell. Yeah. So, Viper, we don't mean to take so much more of your time. We got about 3 minutes left. Anything that we should know? Anything you want to tell people?
I got one more question. Viper, how often you do videos? Like what's your turn? Like, what's your how often you do videos? Are you doing videos every day?
I want to do one every day, but like my editing style takes a long time. So those 5-minute videos might take me like 2 hours. And then I got to do the description and the thumbnail and all that. So probably about 3-hour process.
What software do you use to do your editing? This is us now talking as content guys. What are you using? Adobe or are you using Final Cut Pro?
I use exclusively After Effects for everything.
Oh, so After Effects means that rendering takes a goddamn long time.
Now you think, no flinch, bro. I like the way you do it, but you probably got to do something that gets it done faster, especially with content like that. It don't gotta be too crazy. Like if
you know what it is though. With After Effects, you get to be more manually edit how you want things to be done, so you can make that your graphics have that more pop because you can fix it your way that you want to do it instead of if you was in Adobe. And this is us being content nerds now. Instead of being in just Adobe Premiere and just putting an effect on there, because then the effect we can't edit it or tweak it to the way that you want it to be done as much as you can in After Effects. But my last question.
And another thing I wanted to say, like I just said, like when I mentioned stories, like for instance, Flames Down Malik just got signed to BSF. I don't even know what BSF is. I want to do stories on shit like that too, like the positive side of Rochester.
Heem just had a big party. I think he's having an album release party just now. Heem for BSF, that's Black Soprano family, Benny the Butcher. Shout out to the Butcher, shout out to Griselda, shout out to all those guys. You know, much love to them.
Or like a video when 38 Express got co-signed to like by LeBron James. Feels like that would be fired. You feel me? Or just the positive side of the shit.
Sure. I don't want to just do negative because with the streets comes a lot of people mad about everything. Like there's somebody mad about every video I've posted so far. So for sure,
and they will be. They
mad about my interviews. They mad about our content. They mad about Roster Rappers list. They mad about everything.
Listen, there's people mad at me. There's people mad at me right now because I have not interviewed anybody from Rochester really that rap in over a year. I haven't.
I mean, most of them are not that good.
It's not even that they're not that good. We're again, so Viper, shout out to what you're doing. We got about a couple minutes left, right? We're on. This is a radio show. This is internet radio live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're on Western Coast. We're also different West Coast markets as well as East Coast markets because we're East Coast people.
Yeah.
We can't just narrow down everything in Rochester. We have so much a broader audience. So if you're not doing anything that's making us have to talk about you, we're not going to talk about you. My last question before we get out of here, what is your end goal?
Oh God, my positive end goal,
or not all the way end goal, but just something that you want to accomplish with doing this.
I want people to be like, hell yeah, I'm from upstate New York. Not try and pretend like they're from like Pennsylvania or New York City or Jersey or some shit. Like upstate New York to have its own thing, its own pride against it. Because people look at upstate like it's just this blob of country crap in the middle of nowhere, when it's like, it's not like that.
I agree. I'm from the Bronx. So born and raised in the Bronx. I didn't go upstate till I went to college, to Brockport. So I understand it. And I always tell people that have not been upstate that it's real up there. Like Elmira, because our milk in New York City come from Elmira, but it's real in Elmira. It's real in Ithaca. It's real in Cornell. It's real in Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse. Everywhere is real. If there is people there where there's a ghetto, it gets real. But Viper, I wish you much success, man. I know what you're doing. It can be very dangerous, but we appreciate you.
Too. Pros and cons.
It's pros and cons.
Yeah.
We appreciate you and your time. We know because our show is a controversial show, controversial best swoop show. So we get our own kickback as well. We've got it almost from the LGBTQ community because sometimes best comments be a little off the word. I've got it from some of our women audience because some maybe comments I made or people that's in the street. So we get it, but really just I wish you much success and to be safe because you are growing fast and you may be what takes the generation to the next level. And you're the next you're the next generation of media in Rochester. So
I ain't gonna lie, he's probably gonna be what the town needs because you got to think about it. When you look at Chicago, they had the academic. When you look at New York City, that's Swayze. A lot of niggas can't rap, but the Swayze and the academics built their profile.
And before you got the Swayze. Because before we got the Viper, it was Grind Season TV, Best Point of View TV, or Slap DVD, then Grind Season TV and Best Point of View TV. To you, New York City, we had the CC Show. Can't forget CC Show. Before you get to Swayze and all of them. So all of these things happen. But again, we appreciate you for your time. We about to wrap this up. This is the Controversial Best of Super Show. I'm here. We got Viper. Shout out to Viper for being here, man. We greatly appreciate it.
Oh, Viper, one more thing. The people want to know, are you black, white, Morican? What's going on?
I'm black and Hispanic. I know everybody assumes I'm white because I talk articulate. I don't talk white.
Because
fucking saying that I talk white. I talk articulate. GSL News is black.
Right.
He talks articulate as well.
Yes. We would love to have you on here again. We're going to definitely have you on here again. Controversial Best of Soup Show. I'm here with my co-host, the boisterous, slowly maturing, need more hoes, Infamous Bets. We have our special guest here, Viper, directed by Viper on YouTube, and I believe that's all of his platforms, right? Directed by Viper.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for saying I was the #1 platform as well, Best Buy. I don't think I'm the #1 yet.
As it comes from Rochester local rap shit, you #1, bro.
You #1, bro.
You #1.
But you know what's crazy? People you wanted me to do the videos you've been doing for a long time. But
and the only reason he hasn't been doing it because I've been telling this nigga no.
No, not that. I'm outside. Like I believe you know what's fake going on type. You know what I mean. Like,
we gonna wrap this up. We can talk about this over here, nigga. Yo, it is Mother's Day. Shout to the moms again. Shout to the mamas. Shout to Christine, C Money. Feel me?
Sure, happy Money. Mother's Day.
Shout out to Christine. Shout out to all the mamas out there. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to the new mamas out there. Shout out to the niggas that made women that I wanted mamas. Everybody. But we about to get the fuck up out of here. Get up out of here.
Fuck C-Dot.
Oh, shit. Oh, shots fired. And we going to get up out of here to this song, man. Oh, man. This is not the song I needed. We out of here.